So on to the next topic. We have the fight night recap of this past weekend's fights. Spence, go ahead and pop it off. I know you got a lot to say.
Well, gentlemen, as you see behind me, it's a sad time for the three-time slam dunk champion. I was like, not Nate. Of all people, not Nate. Gentlemen, well, let me go off. The whole event was actually pretty decent. Um,
Hey, Snoop Dogg as a commentator.
Yeah, he's funny.
It's great. It's great. It's great. I love it. I want more of it. But man, the first match was probably some undercard. That was really good. I forgot their names, but the one of them won. And then the next one was pretty decent. So let's get to this. So according to sources, that this guy, or this guy said he'd been trained 6 days a week. Train what exactly? Because
who said that? Nate Roberts?
Yeah. I don't know train what, but whatever it is, he needs a new trainer too.
I mean, he looked cut, like he looked fit, he looked the part, but them hands was not up to par, boy.
Hell no. All right, two. I heard this one talk smack to this one because this one was about to fight a Spanish, like an actual Spanish boxer. I actually watched like that actual documentary. He was supposed to fight somebody else, not him. He called him out. So
Nate took the fade. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
He said he was doing it for the NBA.
And the Swaggy sees that's a poor record.
The world.
Oh, it shot the world, bro. Yeah, you shot the world, all right.
But now he has this dude even more cocky. Ugh.
He's already a problem child now. Now he's saying he want to fight Conor.
He's saying he's a new Floyd Mayweather. It's a bunch of stuff. I don't know if y'all seen the picture.
He's trying to fight Conor. Conor's going to eat this kid.
He's posing like Muhammad Ali. It's just, this is all Nate's fault. You could have been the example to nip all this in the bud. Go back to making YouTube videos. But no. Now look, the first time he knocked him down, I was just like, all right. He's gonna bounce back. He's gonna get back right. Got back up and then
Like if you get down, you get up, you back up to recollect yourself. You're still dazed. You gotta recollect yourself before you come in. No, he got up, went back in. Like, all right, you didn't get your NyQuil. Go to sleep.
I mean,
this man's been.
It's been. What, that was Saturday. Yeah,
yes.
The memes haven't stopped since then.
No, they have memed this man for 4 days, almost 4 days straight.
My favorite one is the Call of Duty Zombies.
The revive me.
Yes.
Yeah. No, bro. I have all of them.
That's my favorite.
All of them. I have all of them. I have the Metal Gear Solid Game Over. The Dragon Ball Z Goku here's the sensu bean. Yeah. The You Die from Minecraft. I have it all. Jordan case, I have it all.
He's a good sport.
The Yamcha position when Yamcha got killed by Nappa, I have that of him. Yes. Do you understand this man has now become a meme? This man was known to be a 3-time slam dunk champion. Praised by his size because he blocked Yao Ming and Shaq.
Hey, check
now.
They said it was because of the Nets colors. He should have chose different colors.
Why? That's another thing. Why would you pick the Nets? You could have picked the Warriors. You could have picked the Nuggets. You could have picked the Bulls.
Yeah.
You could have picked all of them. You pay for them, so you can use their colors. But no, you want to pick the Knicks. Get your eyes on. Moving on. Now, Now the main event, man. Now that one, I have to say, that was actually pretty decent for one side. The other side looked like he was scared for his life, like he should be. I did not know, but according to sources that said Mike Tyson wrote a contract, said that he would not hit Roy in the head the whole time. Everything you're going to experience is body punches. That's all you're experiencing.
Shit.
From Mike Tyson.
He experienced
and let me,
boy was.
I said, and let me tell you, he experienced them perfectly. First, let's go over one thing. I have no idea what Roy is doing. He still think he's 26. Roy, no. You can't question Mark Punch.
The thing is, he just retired not even 3 years
2 years ago. You're right.
So it's like, I would expect him to been in better shape than what he was, but
right.
He was so gassed after the fight. You seen Mike Tyson was like, that was fun, let's do it again. Yeah. And Roy Jones is over there looking like,
because Roy
must be crazy.
Because you think Roy's doing too much. Roy's doing too much. Like it's 2004. Roy, you can't question Mark Punch like you used to.
But the thing is, though, you got to think about it. Tyson has like 6 years on him. So how is he in so much better shape than you? And you were just still in boxing shape 2 years ago.
Don't get 2
years removed. This man hasn't fought in at least 10.
I know.
And that's being nice. It's probably longer, but I'm gonna say at least 10 years. So I don't know. I mean, granted though,
don't get me wrong.
Even in their primes, it's not like it's a mismatch. There's nothing.
I got it. I got it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Even though, everything has, it's just proved by nutrition, really. How during that time period, it looked like one was trying to drop the weight and one was just trying to maintain it. And that's what happened, because you can tell that Roy, of course, he got gassed like early, because he's probably, all the matches that he had 2 years ago, I guess he was still coming down for what he was. So it was like a calm down from it, so he could still maintain it. When you stop for like 2 years and they come back to it, oh man, it's impossible. It's almost hard.
Yeah, but how much harder is it for somebody who hasn't done it longer than you have?
No, but here's the thing. Everybody thinks like Mike Tyson ain't like not trained at all during that time period. Like he just still on his hands.
I mean, yeah, but I still feel like somebody who was just actively boxing 2 years ago.
Right, should have been more in shape. Right. You're right. Should have been more in shape. So, like I said, it was nutrition. Nutrition was a big factor in this. It was basically nutrition, working out, just more delicate game plan, just something more lenient to that actual person. You can tell.
I think Mike Tyson's just a better fighter.
Of course he is. Don't get it twisted. He's 56 years old. Listen, he's 56 years old. He'll still not my jaw clean off my chin. I'm not.
Hey, tell Jake Paul to fight Mike Tyson. How about that?
I don't think Jake want that. To be honest with you, I really don't. Even how old he is, Jake is not crazy. Jake is a problem. Jake is going to be cocky and talk all that shit, but he ain't crazy.
I seen Holyfield say something.
Holyfield
said something.
Who?
Mike?
No, he didn't say anything to Mike, but he basically put an invitation that he's Holyfield.
Oh yeah. Oh bro. Yeah. Here's number 4 that really made me mad about this. Now since every boxer seeing this, now all the retired boxers saying, "Oh yeah, let me get one more with this person." Yeah. B-Hop said he wants to get another one. Lennox said he wants another one. Like, come on, guys. I get it, but I get it though.
No, I can't.
They saw these two.
I can't see any more of the sparring though. Like, I'm kind of glad that Nate got knocked out just because we got to see a knockout for the night.
True.
But I get why their age you didn't want to have, and Tyson had to sign that NDA so that he, he didn't hit Roy Jones in the head, because pretty sure he
It was
probably would have got
probably
knocked out. So
yeah.
I mean, just to kind of put things in perspective, like Mike had 35 body punches compared to Roy's 4. And
yeah,
shoot, his jabs, Mike Tyson had 10 out of 56 compared to Roy's 9 out of 85. So, I mean, Roy definitely attempted a lot, but he wasn't hitting much.
He was swinging. He was doing all the question mark punches and all the stuff they used to do in 04.
yeah, and it's
I'm
like,
like, I'm like, Roy, I get it, Roy. You're lucky. You're lucky you signed this waiver,
yeah,
because I didn't know about it.
Not an actual
Because
fight.
I didn't know about it.
This is why
I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it because I'm watching the match and I'm like, why is Mike Tyson not hitting him in the face? And then I realized after that what it was. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Do you understand? If that waiver was not there, you would have been out 2 rounds ago.
Probably in the first.
There's times where your face is wide open. I seen it one time. I gotta find it. You see Mike Tyson go for an uppercut, and then he had to switch it to his body. He was about to make him eat his own teeth. But he's like, I gotta go for the money.
this is why it's a prime reason why they have different weight classes too. I mean,
They
you
do.
can just
Oh yeah,
tell the difference between
They do.
Because if you had somebody in Roy's weight class, I think it'd been a lot more even.
yeah.
But
True.
Mike, that's why I would rather watch Holyfield versus Mike. I think that'd be a better fight. Something that I would actually probably, even though it's no knockouts, but I'd probably be more acceptable to, possibly paying for that pay-per-view to see it. But
Yeah.
with this one, I'm just like, nah.
I mean, I'd be interested to see. You said Lennox Lewis wants to do it.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite fighters back in the day. I see Lennox Lewis depending on who he was going to fight, but
I forgot who, but I know he wants one. I know B Hop's thinking about one. I know a lot of retired boxers say now since they see this, they're like, yeah, let me get one. I'm like, man, I get it. They seen this, how much paper that drawed in. Heck, let me get some of this paper. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. I've got bills.
Actually done a lot bigger, because when this was initially first talked about, this was early on. Well, this would have been going on when there would have been more or less no sports. So
right,
this was supposed to go on like in the summer sometime.
Right.
But the whole pandemic, everything got pushed around and everything. So
right.
we would have had it probably would have been in that month. What is it? July? Usually it is July, where no basketball, it's no football yet. You're kind of just in that lull. It's like we need
free agent sports.
Yeah, you're just waiting for something. I feel like it would have done a lot bigger, even though it did big, but you just got to imagine if it didn't have anything else to really compete with, if that was the only thing people could have watched to get their sports fix, it would have been that much bigger. But
other than that, gentlemen, I saw two pretty good boxing matches. A death of a slam dunk champion, and a match that I thought should not have been a tie, should be Mike Tyson won.
Well, we went over the rules before. I told you that
there is no winner. That's right.
No winner. So.
I forgot about that. There is no winner.
But we clearly know who won. Like
exactly, everybody in the world clearly knows who won.
Vick just gave you the stats as far as body punches landed, strikes landed, jab. Like if you just look at that, you know Mike Tyson won. But
of course,
there's no winner. Whatever.
Yeah.
Last thing.
I didn't even mention about the power either.
No.
Power 57 out of 137 for Mike, which is a 42% hit rate. And Roy had 28 out of 151, which is 19%. So it kind of tells you.
Yeah, so he was just,
Mm-hmm.
He was trying, but yeah, it's different when and I'm pretty sure he was intimidated. Like, and I mean, Who wouldn't be? But it's like
he's scared.
they gave you all the rules where it's in your benefit. If you get cut, they're gonna stop it.
Right.
He's
You
not
get knocked
allowed
out.
to knock you out. I mean, I'm not saying I would be overjoyed to still fight Mike Tyson, even with them stipulations, but come on.
Do you see how heavy this man was breathing to talk?
Because that body was getting messed up.
That man was trying to breathe so he can have a conversation with the reporter.
You might have
He's giving him short answers.
You might have broke some ribs after that game.
Exactly. I'm good. I'm good. Last thing.
Like I said, they asked him, "Do you want to?" Mike Tyson said he could go again, and Roy was not having none of that.
Heck no. This is what he said. He's like, let me talk to the family, and let me get back to you. But if they say good, I'll go again. Let me be honest with you. We're not seeing Roy again. Why? Because somebody's wife do not end up like this wife. So we're good. So here's the thing. Last thing. Thanks to this, a lot of people are now acting a little bit swole. So little feedback. Please, people, don't try boxing. The reason they can't hit you is because their hands are actually licensed. So if they do hit you and you actually get knocked out, they go to jail. So meaning, so there's a report that 6ix9ine was trying to antagonize what's his name? Dang, what is his name? It was one of Floyd's main boxers. It's not Broner, it's the other one. Nah, the light skin one, the short one. I forgot his name. But yeah, him. So I'm like, yeah, that's not good because he's undefeated and he can box. I just forgot his name, but he can box. Like he can knock your lights out. So yeah, let's not antagonize these boxers, guys, especially if you're not a boxer.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of back and forth with different people on Twitter now. Basically saying he made the NBA look bad and they should just stick to basketball. But somebody who would be interesting. I don't know if you guys know who James Johnson
James
is.
Johnson? Yeah, man.
Yeah, former Heat player. But yeah, he's actually
he actually do this.
And, I want to say he's 14-0 in boxing.
I think he's 14. I think he's 14-0 in boxing, 17-0 in MMA.
Yeah, he wants to do MMA like full time once he's done playing basketball. So I don't think that's somebody Jake Paul would actually want to fight. Somebody who is an actual, fighter. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Nate got everything he wanted. He asked for it. He called that.
He asked for this. He's asked for this, and now
he wanted
the world. Now
he definitely got everything.
Now you must
ask for.
You got what you asked for. Now accept the consequences of the world.
All right. So,
damn.
With that being said, anybody has anything else to add to that, or?
Why, Nate? Right.
My party in that though, like I do want to give a shout out though. I seen one of his boys did say though that he has more respect for Nate after that, and not but the fact that he said he got in their group text afterwards and took all the jokes that his boys gave him. So gotta respect that. But yeah, here it is. Yeah, more memes. It's that's gonna be forever. So I mean, I don't think you can lift that one down.
Not you, bro. You were actually my favorite. He was actually one of my favorite, like little underguards, like because he jumped, like he has great athleticism, and he was an underdog. He was just hungry, man.
He was actually trying to play in the NFL at one point after the NBA. If y'all know.
Yeah.
Because he played cornerback in I want to say in college or high school.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's definitely athletic by all
means. He is, but
if he would have went and tried to do anything else, he probably would have been successful.
I'd rather give him football than this.
Yeah.
I'd rather see him get trucked than get knocked out.
Yeah, that's at least respectable. But
Exactly. I'd rather see you get chunked than get knocked out.
all right.
So,
So
with
go
that
ahead.
being said, we'll go to the final topic of the evening. We have our NFL power rankings. Spence, do you have the NFL's official power ranking?
Of course. So, according to the NFL, they say that the Steelers still number one. Number
Oh,
two is the
nobody passed.
Chiefs.
Nobody passes all this waiting we've been doing.
Well, we'll see. Number two is still the Chiefs. Number three is the Saints. Number four is the Packers. Number five is the Bills. Six Seahawks. Seven Titans. Eight Bucks. Nine Colts and 10 Rams.
And NFL kind of know what they talking about. They got pretty much my teams, just not all the way to order.
My gosh.
So for me, it's the Steelers for me. Number one.
Of course.
Number two, got the Chiefs. Three, I got the Saints as well. I thought this would have been the Bucks' chance to try to get back in the fold, but with Taysom Hill in there, and he's granted they didn't have a quarterback against the team he played this week, but whatever. I mean, they're still winning. They went from what we say winning by the skin of their teeth early in the season to it looks like they hit a stride. Their defense is actually one of the top ranked defenses now. The second part of the season, so that's been one of the key things that people are overrating, and I think that's what's kind of helping Taysom Hill's. I won't say his success in offense, but it's a lot easier when you're getting shorter fields or they're making stops and turnovers and things of that nature. It makes it that much easier.
Right.
In better field position. Four, I got the Packers. It's kind of like the Saints team early in the season. They kind of, well, more so the Packers. They had that bad loss to the Bucks. They just got embarrassed, and they've been hitting the stride the last couple weeks and showing, why they're a constant in the NFC. Five, the other constant in the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Them boys the defense is looking better. Granted, it was Philly, but past couple weeks, I can say the defense has actually shown up, having a running game or a semblance of a running game with Chris Carson coming back and then Carlos Hyde the week before. So them having a run game kind of helps out too. So yeah, Seattle, they're looking strong, more or less building momentum towards the playoffs. 6, got the Titans, good bounce back. Got your throne back. King Henry is running away with the Russian title again, looks like. I thought Dalvin Cook had that in the bag for a while, and that kind of he sputtered out with that. 7, got the Bills. 8, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers still in the top 10. 9, I have the Rams. And 10, I have the Colts.
All right. Spence.
Well, let's make this real quick. Well, quick like on this one. Let's see. Number 1, I will have to give it to the Steelers. Still, I don't know. Number 2 is the Chiefs.
Should be a
3. We'll see, Trey. We'll see. Anyways, number 3 is the Saints. Number 4, I gotta give it to Russ. Russ has been on a tear for it's like a 3-game tear right now.
Yeah.
Sure, the Philly game out of those is probably the worst one out of it, but a win's a win.
Hey, you can only play who they line up, bro.
True, and a win's a win. So giving it up. Number 5, gotta get it to Titans. Titans bounce back very, very gently. They've bounced back greatly. Looks like Henry's running away with it. I also thought Dalvin Cook had it in the bag, but looks like King Henry's like, hey, this is my kingdom in my Game of Thrones. Anyways, number 6, gotta get to the Packers. Good win against the Bears. Still got a little nick in my teeth for the next 2 games. Now, if you show me the next game that you guys are back, they'll definitely be raised up. But right now, still in the top 10, just number 6, outside looking in. Number 7, I gotta give it to the guys. They're 8-3. I gotta give it to the Cleveland Browns. They're 8-3. Even though it's weird that the Cleveland Browns are 8-3, they're still doing pretty good in y'all two division, which is mostly about you two.
You just
So
say the Cleveland Clowns?
yeah, yeah, guys, Cleveland Clowns. Because let's be honest. They are doing better than some team that's on this podcast.
That is true. That is true.
That
is true. That is definitely true. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize, Baker and y'all boys. Yeah.
So I get it.
Make the playoff.
I get it. But right now, the one that said they were controlling their division is now about to be outside looking in their own division. But moving on. So
what division? They never were controlling my division.
Number 8, I have to get into the Indianapolis Colts. Even though they have lost, they get into the Titans, they're still right behind in their own divisions as well. So I have to give it another. Number 9, you got to give it to the boys. You got to. Come on, guys. We're 7-3. Or 7-4. We're 7-4.
Better record than the Bucks.
And we're doing
minus the star power. Like not all the
we don't got AB. We don't got Mike Evans. We don't got Chris Godwin. We don't got Gronkowski. We don't got all that.
Like,
but
if you line up the teams side by side, I don't know. It's like
it's completely off. But when you look at the records, you're like, really? Yes. So number 9, it is the Miami Dolphins.
Give me it's the AFC East because nobody said that about Brady for 15 years playing the AFC East. So get them boys their props.
Exactly. Miami Dolphins, number 9. And number 10, it's actually Vick's favorite. It's the Washington football team. That's right. The leaders of the number 1 in the NFC leagues.
Well, actually, they are no longer the number 1. The Giants jumped them with their win.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, we're number 1, but number 2. But let's give it up. Let's give it where credit is due. They have won 3 games in a row?
I think since Alex Smith came in, yeah.
Yeah, since Alex Smith came in, they won 3 games in a row. They're on it 2. Okay. Well, still 2 games in a row.
Yeah, it's still good. They failed me. They failed me in the pick'ems. I think it was pretty sure it was 2 weeks ago.
It was a week. It was probably last. It was a week ago, probably because of that one game.
Dallas, and then the week prior to that,
yeah,
I picked against them, and I think they won 2. So yeah, it's
been 2 straight.
Yeah,
they beat Cincinnati, and then this past Thursday against the Cowboys.
Yep.
And then the previous one was against the. Trying to look at it real quick. Not getting it. Lost to Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one we did. Well, no, I expected that one.
Because the kick, Matt Prater. Yep. But still 2 games, still number 2 in the leagues, still doing good. So, gentlemen, that is my top 10.
Okay. Well, you know how this goes for me. Still number 1. The defending Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. I would like to see, it would be great if the Pittsburgh Steelers played against the Chiefs this season in the regular season, but looks like they will have to wait until playoffs. But unless the Chiefs lose another game, then I will give the Steelers the number 1 power ranking. But so for right now, Chiefs number 1, Steelers number 2, Saints still number 3. Spence, me and you agree on this. The Hawks, they moved back in the top 10 at number 4. I think we also got this one together. The Titans at number 5. I actually have the Miami Dolphins at 6. So
Whoa.
I've been pretty high on them. I know Tua is supposed to be out for maybe a couple weeks.
Uh,
So
He might play this week. It's kind of like
it's up in the air.
it's up in the air.
It's up in the air.
They said if he's healthy, he's a starter though. So
Yeah.
I expect him to be out this week. And Fitz, to hold it off till then. But if they bring him back and he's ready to go, then go ahead. But I heard it was a left thumb injury, so that's
Mhm.
a little tough for a lefty at that. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
We'll
Uh,
see.
I got the St. Louis. Well, correction, the Los Angeles,
Angeles.
the Los Angeles Rams at 7.
Okay.
Arizona Cardinals I have at 8.
Mhm.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers I have at 9.
Mm.
And I think last week I had them at 4. So yeah, they dropped some.
Oh yeah, good job of it.
And I have the Baltimore Ravens at 10.
Ah.
I couldn't put the
Still,
Ravens. I couldn't put the Colts.
you still can't put them off, huh?
If they lose tomorrow, they're definitely out of the top 10. I'm just gonna say that right.
Ah.
But
All right.
right now, I can't put them there. My honorable mentions, um, I have the Colts, Bills, and the Washington football team at 13. But Washington football team, y'all keep winning. Y'all can definitely get in this top 10. But uh, yeah, we'll see. So that's my top 10.
all right, boys. So before we end this here, I just want to give a quick playoff picture right now, how it would go as of now. So obviously the 1 seed in the AFC is Pittsburgh. Kansas City has a 2nd seed. 3 seed is the Titans. 4 seed is the Bills. All right, now onto the wild card. 5th seed would be the Browns. 6th seed would be the Dolphins, and the 7th seed would be the Colts. On the outside looking in right now, the top 3 closest teams, it would be Baltimore, the Raiders, and New England.
England.
Will
Yeah.
round out the top 10 in the AFC for who are in the hunt. Couple other teams, like they would just need a lot of bad stuff to happen, so there's no point of even mentioning below that.
Yeah.
So in the NFC, Saints are the 1 seed, Seattle's 2, Packers 3, the Giants because they have to. They're a division leader.
You have to. Yeah. It's the leagues.
Wild card 5th seed right now would be the Rams. The 6th seed would be the Bucks. The 7th seed would be the Cardinals. And then again, I'm just gonna do the same thing. The 3 teams that
Okay.
to round out the top 10, you have the Vikings at 8, the Bears at 9, and the 49ers at 10. So in the NFC, the only team I could see that could possibly maybe make the offs and take a spot would be the Vikings could make a push for it. I don't think the Bears would or the 49ers, to be honest. And then in the AFC, Baltimore potentially, but I think this loss tomorrow is gonna really hurt their chances. And then New England, like Vic alluded to a little bit earlier, that'd be a scary 7th seed for somebody to face. The Raiders, like I said, I mean they're still in the hunt, but I have no faith that they're gonna make the playoffs anymore at this point.
I agree.
I gotta see 2 more games.
I'm still not convinced on Cleveland, but we'll see.
Hey, well,
Listen, I understand, but remember,
the worst they can go is 8-8, which that is their best record since 2007. So congratulations to them. I mean, that's a big improvement. I mean, you got to think about last year when they had put together a team when they first got OBJ. They were Super Bowl talks and aspirations for them. The hype.
listen, it's the same people that hyped up the Cowboys. I'm good.
That's true.
I'm good.
But people gotta learn though, you can't just we talked about it. It's different in basketball and NBA. You can't just put a bunch of people together on a team and think overnight it's just gonna equal success. You gotta gel. That's the thing with Tampa. I Tampa will have be a legitimate threat, I would say, next season. Right now, it's just about for them would be just making the playoffs. They haven't made the playoffs since about the same what 07,
Yeah,
08 maybe something like that. So it's like making the playoffs that's a big deal in Tampa right now. I know the Super Bowl's in Tampa and like it's Brady. That's everyone's goal, but I feel like the more realistic goal is check one, make the playoffs. That's what you do, and then from there you build on that. Once they actually can get some real chemistry together, having played together for a full year, and quarterbacks historically do bad in Bruce Arians' offense the first year. Second year in the Bruce Arians' offense is usually historically better as compared to the first year. So,
yeah,
I mean, I think the Bucks have a short window because of Brady's age. I mean, he's not going to play forever. I know he wants to play till he's 45 or whatever the case is, but I mean,
yeah. Stephen been reports that he said 46 now, but
I
that
mean,
was
yeah, of
before the
course.
season.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, he's him and LeBron. I feel like they're just gonna play forever, as it seems like. But and I mean, Brady shows flashes of still. He honestly, all the criticism that he gets, he looks better this year, I think, than he did last year.
Yeah,
Now,
most definitely.
now, granted, I mean, he has actually a lot more to work with now.
Yeah,
But sometimes I think it might be he might have too much to work with. With it's like it's so many, you don't know where to go. I feel like in New England, when they say he's a system quarterback, in a sense he was because he doesn't even have to think about it. He knows on what a certain play, 1, 2, 3, I'm throwing here. It's not here, I'm going here. And he knows that those players know to be there. It's not necessarily the same with this offense. So at least not right now. I mean, I know Bruce Arians made a comment. He was like, people were trying to hand them the trophy in August, and he's like, it's not, it's not how it works. You gotta practice and put in time. But I mean, the season's pretty much over. So, like I said, it's not much more gelling you guys are gonna get done in the next few weeks. Playoffs are
Right.
around the corner, so it's just like it is what it
You
is.
gotta work what you got.
Yeah, you gotta do what you can do this year, and then next season, hopefully, we'll have a full training camp, a full off season. Then we can see what this offense will fully, be able to do at that point. But
yeah.
yeah,
Going back to your point about New England quarterbacks, I mean, maybe this kind of shows that Tom Brady isn't a system quarterback, but at the same time, as we discussed already, you know, just in terms of like simplifying the routes and having a little bit more motions and going more I formation or two tight end sets, running play actions off of that. I think that's probably the best offense that the Bucks should lean more towards. But at the same time, it's tough too because you got all these players, meaning AB, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin, and even the young ones that we got that look promising, but they trying to feed everybody the ball is just sometimes there's going to be that one person that's going to be out and out of getting carries or touches. Um, and yeah, but I mean, as far as everything goes, is I'm not expecting a lot, but at the same time, Bruce Arians, he wanted to say about the whole, oh, everybody wanted to crown us, you know, with the Lombardi Trophy um, before the season started, but I ain't really hear him say too much about going against it. He was pretty much drinking the Kool Aid himself. but he's trying to backtrack from it and trying to make it seem like he wasn't all on board with that. But it is what it is. He's always taking shots at somebody, which is kind of an interesting thought. But I mean, there's been some talk about if push comes to shove between Brady and Arians, he might be out and somebody else might come in.
I mean, that's the Brady effect. I mean,
yeah,
that's kind of like LeBron in the NBA. If he doesn't like a coach in the NBA, you can guarantee that that coach will get replaced.
because I guarantee the Glazier family would rather keep Brady than BA when it comes down to it. But
I mean, you've already seen that. Look at the whole Bruce Arians went out and said publicly when Brady got there, they had no interest whatsoever in Antonio Brown. There's no chance that he would come there. Obviously, he played with, or he been around him when he was with Pittsburgh early in AB's career, so he's already familiar with Antonio Brown. He knows him, and whatever their relationship was, I mean, I really I really don't know because AB he was he was Antonio Brown back then in a sense. Like he didn't become what he became until after Arians was already gone. So, but yeah, you see how quick he said that, and then as soon as he was reinstated, guess where he ended up? There was rumors about Seattle. There was rumors about that team. No, he didn't go anywhere else. Which I kind of
Yeah.
think though for him though, he probably should have. He probably should have went elsewhere. I feel like he probably would have been a little more utilized right now in say Seattle because compared to be, I mean, I guess he still would have been like the third option over there too. But the way the offense is set up to try to take big shots and everything, I feel like Russell Wilson and the way their offense is set up, they probably would have found a better way to get AB involved. But I don't know. That's just me saying that. I'm not necessarily sure. That's just what it kind of looks like. He's usually the man that's like from what I see, Godwin still gets his. Evans is still the one. Now, I mean, he tries to get AB the ball when he can, in a sense, but I mean, it seems like everybody else is eating. Gronk's eating.
Yeah, Gronk was definitely that game.
Yeah, first 100-yard game this season for him.
Yeah.
But anybody else had anything else to add?
Well, before end, one, I hope Philly know what to do with their quarterback problem because I still don't see what people see. I still don't see it. I'm trying. I just don't. I'm trying. I just don't.
There's flashes, but there hasn't been many flashes this year for sure.
I'll move on that for another day. Number 2. Hey guys, do you remember Josh Freeman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
I was looking like something and I saw Josh Freeman. I'm like, wow, Josh Freeman. I forgot about him.
He was the Tampa Hope at one point.
He was.
Before James. Yeah.
He was
I don't know. My personal, this is just me, because obviously living here so long, you have no choice but a lot of time to watch Bucks games. So to me, Jeff Garcia is still the best Bucks quarterback. That's just me. But
yeah,
I know numbers wise, Jameis and them are past him and all that. But
yeah, but Jeff was great.
I mean, you also had Jeff Garcia, but you also had the hype of the town, Carnell Cadillac Williams. So they were both a great running back, quarterback. 1-2, I guess, in a way to say. Like it was just exciting watching the Bucks offense when those two were playing, and we had that receiver, Antonio Bryant. I don't know if y'all remember him, but he was number 80.
He had like a couple.
He had some games. Joey Galloway definitely was, somebody. definitely everybody remembers. But
Joey Galloway. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just want to give a quick shout out to the receivers this past week. Three in particular: DK, Tyreek, and Will Fuller. All three had at least 170 receiving yards. Tyreek obviously had the best day with 3 touchdowns, and
But he
DK
is
could have had
not number
two.
one. He is not the leading receiver right now.
Oh yeah, he's not the leading receiver.
That
DK is.
boy, DK Metcalf. I told y'all that's the best receiver in the league. I'm standing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad thing though, but sad thing about Will Fuller. Sad thing he gotta get suspended for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, I did see that report. Performing enhancing drugs.
No wonder he was balling against the line.
That's you know what though. You know it kind of makes sense though because we were talking about how he's usually been injury prone.
Yeah.
Probably the longest he's went without actually being injured.
Yeah.
So
And
it made sense.
And he balled the heck out on the line. Ball the heck out of the Lions. What ball the heck out of him?
Dang, that's crazy though. I mean, players still doing that. I mean,
anything to get ahead.
I get it. I mean, I get it. Trust me, I get it. But it's just like,
dang,
you're gonna get caught.
You're gonna get caught.
You're gonna get caught.
He's better off smoking weed than that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now weed is legal now, so.
My bad.
Yeah, but weed's legal now, so well, not legal, but I mean, they don't test for it anymore in the league, so it's not.
In the NFL.
Yeah. Which that's another interesting point. Josh Gordon, I haven't heard anything about him being reinstated at all.
Shoot, I haven't heard anything about him either. He should have. It's been
for nothing.
Actually, he hasn't been reinstated, but I don't know the whole situation on that. I know it's all dependent on
because to me, if you guys change that ruling in the CBA, which was just signed for before the season, he should be good now because that's the only thing he did. He didn't do anything else, so I don't understand why he wouldn't be eligible.
Have to
with Martavis Bryant. Actually, I know I seen recently he was trying to see about being reinstated because he had to do a year as well for being a multiple time offender, which he had so much promise, but everything works out for a reason because Claypool is everything he was and more. He's the type of kid who actually has his head on straight, so it's like he just wants to play football. So it's like as much potential Martavis Bryant could have had in the league, and possibly still can have if he does end up getting reinstated. I'm not sure how old he is now. I mean, can't be. I don't even think he'd be 28 at this point. So I mean, he still might have a few years in him to go get an opportunity with the team, and I mean that athleticism. I mean, somebody will take a chance on him, obviously, if he can reach the potential that I seen that he had when he was with us. That's to be, who knows. But I noticed though, if you can still run, you can still get a job in the NFL. Look at Ted again, like as long as Mike Wallace got a couple jobs after he was past his prime, like. Because he went from Pittsburgh to Miami. Did he go to Baltimore or Minnesota first?
With Chicago.
He went to Chicago last. I know, but he was in Baltimore too for a little bit.
He went to Baltimore and then Minnesota, I think.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying though. The reason he stayed in the league as long as he did after, because his best years were with us, but I mean that's not even tooting the horn. It's just that's what it was. He was all right with Miami, but it wasn't.
Yeah, sure.
It was okay.
It wasn't the same. But Miami was trying so hard to get a receiver at that time, though, because you got to think they had Brandon Marshall. tried that. Didn't really work out the way people thought.
because we
Chad
didn't get
Johnson, and he got in that domestic dispute, so he didn't even get to actually play for the Dolphins. So
I know.
yeah, but yeah, we're just kind of anything else, guys. Before
I'm good.
last thing I want to say is hopefully, I mean it's already 10:03 p.m. Eastern Tuesday night at this point, so I don't think that they can postpone this Baltimore Steelers game for a fourth time. Hopefully it gets played. It's crazy that it's being played at like it's scheduled for 3:40 in the afternoon, which is ridiculous. Like, but whatever. Uh, I'll be tuning in. I know you guys got Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins back, so that'll help y'all somewhat. I mean, obviously, you guys are still down a bunch of people, but I mean, if you can get a strong run game going, that would definitely help out. Limit RG3 trying to do too much. But
Yeah.
I mean, we all made our predictions. I don't see y'all winning this game, but I mean, hopefully it's a good one. As satisfying as it would be for us to blow you out, I still don't. I'm not sure. I don't. I have to look at the injury or the COVID list and see who all you guys will actually be down to see. I predicted that we're going to win, but I was predicting that before any of this. So, but obviously it changes where I don't know what the drop off is from RG3 to Lamar. I mean, I know it's a drop off, obviously, but I don't know what RG3 has. Are you guys going to run your same offense? Basically, that's what I don't know. Does he run the triple option? Does that work with RG3 still? It's like I don't know what it's going to look like really. So that's going to be the interesting part. But besides that, obviously, because our game got pushed back, y'all game got pushed back with Dallas to next Monday, or was it Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday. Our game got pushed to Monday with the football team. So those two games might be interesting because those could potentially become trap games for us. Just the fact that, you know, one, we haven't played in so long. We're going to play on a Wednesday and then, you know, turn back around and play not so much on a short end week, but it's still going to be somewhat of a short week. So, I mean, I like Dallas for the upset, possible. But the football team is more actually likely threat to beat us than Dallas would be to beat y'all.
All right.
But all right, boys. So if we don't have anything else, you know how this part goes here. So you, oh, you ready? Yeah. So
Oh yeah, go ahead.
you you don't gotta agree. You can disagree, but at the end of the day, all takes are valid. All right, boys.
All right.
3-0, baby.